Attack on Titan is a show that has been airing for 10 years now. And with all the great moments we've had with it and everything that we've experienced with it, it finally ended and it is time to talk about it. In today's day and age where we have animes that will never get endings, or if they get endings, it'll be forever until we see them, to see a show the caliber of Attack on Titan end and be finished after airing for so long is truly very special in today's day for anime and just all that stuff. So today I thought I'd go into detail and tell you all my personal history with Attack on Titan, as well as the importance of the show today, and also the ending itself and what I thought about it personally. I started watching anime in like 2014, 2015, which that is where I first watched Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online. Those were my two shows that got me into anime, like on a wider scale. Before that, I just watched Naruto, which I still love Naruto, but before that, I just watched Naruto and the shows that we saw on TV, like the the One Piece episodes, the Dragon Ball episodes, all the stuff that we were used to seeing on TV. So Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online were my first experiences into anime on a wider scale. And Attack on Titan really just hooked me right from the start. It was amazing, and I binged the hell out of it, and I just loved every second of it. Now fast forward, we don't see a season 2 for a good 4 or 5 years. I believe it was like a 4 or 5 year like gap between season 1 and season 2. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that's where it was. And at that point, when season 2 started, I haven't watched Attack on Titan since when I first watched it. So I would have had to go through and rewatch season 1 to watch season 2 because I didn't remember much. And at that point, I didn't want to rewatch Attack on Titan, so I ended up just not watching season 2. So Attack on Titan turned into a show that I just stopped watching and just kind of forgot about. Now, fast forward many years later, we got season 3 airing and we got season 4 airing, and I'm starting to hear all this hype on Attack on Titan and on how it's just incredible. So now I'm like, do I want to start watching Attack on Titan again? Because I kept hearing about how amazing it was, and so I looked into it, and it was when season 4 was airing. I forget where season 4 was, but it was season 4, the final season, where I started to get interested and decided to just go through Attack on Titan from the beginning and get caught up. So that's exactly what I did. Now, fast forward to now, we are at the end. Through all the plot twists, through all the twists, through all the turns, through everything that Attack on Titan has given us, we are at the ending and it's finished. And as I mentioned earlier, this is very important for just anime in general because this is a show that started. Well, first of all, this is a show that the manga finished. It was finished and finalized, and then the anime kept going for 10 years and caught and did everything and finished. And that is almost unheard of today because we rarely get to see shows end. And if they do end, it's like either we won't see it for years and years, or it's just a whatever ending that's just kind of there. And it's not really that it doesn't really mean anything. So to have a show like this that ended and have it be satisfying and honestly good for the show, it's just it's very good to see. Which brings me into the question that everyone is probably wondering who's watching. What do I think of the ending? I loved it. Now, for me, I knew the ending going into it because I read the last 2 volumes of the manga, which were at that point, the only things that were not in the anime yet. So I just went through and read the last 2 volumes because I wanted to know what happened. And I was happy with the ending in the manga, and I am happy with the ending in the anime. Personally, for me, I think it's an amazing ending, and I think it's a great way to end what is going to go down as possibly one of the greatest shows, not just anime, it's just one of the greatest shows and fictional stories ever told. Like, what Attack on Titan has done for just media in general is unbelievable. It's amazing. And this is going to be a show that is remembered years and years and years down the line, and it's going to be that show that gets a lot of people into anime down the line. And I'm not going to say anything because spoilers. So if you haven't watched the ending, go watch it. And all I'm going to say is that the ending is an action-packed ending that has so much content in it, and it's just amazing. It gives you the action, it gives you the detailed description of things, the the detailed story and like things you need to really think about while you're watching to catch them. And it's amazing. I love it. And for me, Attack on Titan is my favorite show of all time. It's my it's my favorite anime. It's my favorite just piece of media and fictional storytelling I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. And it's a show that I'm going to remember years and years and years down the line, possibly forever. I I will never forget this show. I will never forget the experiences that I had with it, and just it's so amazing and fun to me that it was one of the shows that got me into anime, and now I'm finishing it 10 years later, and it's my favorite show of all time. So I couldn't be happier. And of course, you have people that aren't happy with the ending, which I was expecting because a lot of people were not a fan of the manga ending. And I feel like there's more people who appreciate the ending through the anime than through the manga. Now that they're seeing it for themselves, which I think is great. In the end, this was always going to be a divisive ending. People were going to love it. People were going to hate it. It's whatever you feel, whatever you think of it. It's all for you. So in conclusion, Attack on Titan is just it will go down as a modern day classic and one of the greatest shows to ever exist. And I can't wait to see what Isayama does now that he's done with Attack on Titan. I know that he's doing the Levi manga story, but I am very excited to see what original thing he cooks up next because he hit a home run right out of the gate as a manga artist. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes from here. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Please comment down below, like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the ending. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you kind of think were you in the middle? Were you like kind of like indifferent about it? Let me know what you thought about it. And yeah, just thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.